everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Comic Shop Adventures, my weekly excursion where I leave the homestead here at Athletic Geek HQ in search of my bounty of comics, graphic novels, action figures, collectibles, and all things in between. I do want to quickly address something that I got a few messages about from last week's adventure. If you were at all offended by the joke that I made, invoking Stan Lee to a DC book, I sincerely apologize. It was never my intention to do anything to disrespect Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee was my hero. I was a huge fan. I really loved and admired Stan Lee for everything that he did to make my life better through his characters. So I would never intentionally say anything that would disrespect Mr. Lee, even though there was no ill will behind it. You know, I met Mr. Lee at St. Louis Comic Con 2013, and he, would take little pot shots at DC, and mention how him and Bob Kane have friendship where they'd take pot shots at each other, and that's kind of where the idea, came from behind what I said. So it came from, my memories of meeting Mr. Lee. However, not everybody had that same experience, so they might have interpreted my joke as being in poor taste. And upon retrospect, if you did find that to be in poor taste, I apologize. I would never disrespect Mr. Lee. So with that out of the way, time to talk about what stood out from last week's pull list. And Savage Avengers, I really like that book. Really like what they're doing with Conan and Doctor Doom. I just thought it was really, really well told story and was one of my favorite books from last week. I really like Batman. Just when I think we're teetering on the line with Batman. To where they keep milking it, and I don't mean that in a bad way yet, but just when I think here's the final part of this, boom, here's another part. Okay, well this is gonna be the next part. Boom. So far they're doing it in a good way that I'm not turned off by it, but they're really walking that fine line to where it maybe won't be so good if they keep doing it much longer. But I really like that book. And then finally, Justice League. Just they're setting up for an epic conclusion, and the end of Justice League just had me I almost fist pumped. It was just that fucking awesome. I really enjoyed it. But it's, what can I say? It's just been an amazing book since Snyder took the reins. Those were the books that really did it for me last week. I will see you guys when I get back here at the homestead with this week's bounty. Hey everyone, I am back here at the homestead here at Athletic Geek HQ. Got quite a small bounty this week, so we're just going to jump right into it. First book here on the list is Detective Comics number 1017. Really been liking it. You've been hearing me sing the praises of this whole book. It is not written by Peter Tomasi, so I wonder, I'm not sure yet if his run is finished with Detective Comics, or if it's just going to be a few issue break, but we will see. Hopefully, I'm kind of hoping it's just a break, because I've really been liking what he's been doing, but, if he is done, it was a pretty awesome run, and hopefully this new writer will keep up the great work. That's going to be a tall order, because Peter Tomasi was amazing, but we will see. Detective Comics number 1017. From there we go to Hawkman number 19. And yeah, this is a good book. Really feel like it's benefit from this big universe expanding event. Just really, this is a good book. Looking forward to reading it, and it's staved off being cut, and hopefully it continues to do so. Hawkman number 19. From there we go to The Flash number 84. Really liking what they're doing with the different versions of the Rogues and the different Captain Cold and everything, and with especially the shocking stuff that has happened since the Year of the Villain has come to fruition with The Flash. I'm really interested to see where this book continues to go, and I'm really interested to see what comes. What are the consequences to what happened with the multiple Captain Colds and the fate of I guess what you would say the proper Captain Cole would be. Flash number 84. And the last part of the pull list this week is Superman number 18. New story arc is beginning in Brian Michael Bendis' run on Superman, and we'll see if he can keep up good momentum. I've said till I'm blue in the face that I feel that he should be writing one, not both, of the two major Superman stories, or Superman books at DC right now, but, you know, if this is what he wants to do and he can make it a good story, who am I to complain? Superman number 18. And the last thing that I was able to pick up this week was a reprint of Tales of the Teen Titans Annual number 3. I have this book. It's it's a book it's kind of a collector's item for me, and I've never really wanted to take it out of the package and touch it. But it is the second book right after the next issue right after the origin of Dick Grayson becoming Nightwing. So yeah, huge Nightwing fan. Don't really like how he's being portrayed in the current book, but you know, hey, it is what it is. So it was kind of cool for $1 I could go and read this without having to worry about damaging my collector's item book. So $1 Comics, Tales of the Teen Titans, and yeah, this is pretty cool. And I might hold on to it after I read it, or I might use it as part of the giveaways for the various giveaways I have here on the page. So who knows? We will have to see. And that is it. Like I said, it was a small bounty this week. That is it for me. Let me know what you picked up at your local comic shop in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe for more content, like this video, share it, get me more exposure, more people who want to discuss and love comic books. I'm all for it. Go like my Facebook page at facebook.com/athleticgeek89. There every Thursday you will find my collection comic of the week that is exclusive to my Facebook page. Other than that, I'm out. Y'all be cool. Later.